In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add some loops into your Soundtrap project to build up your track even more. So far you've got your drums you created yourself and your riff that you have either recorded or programmed in our previous session. So now we're going to see what other sounds we've got built into Soundtrap that we can add on top of it to build up our track. I'm going to build in some loops here. So loops are kind of pre-recorded stuff rather than us creating our own drums or our own riff. This is stuff that some other people have already made, but can be a great combination with what we've already got to make our track even more exciting. So to add the loops, I'm going to go to the little clip of the two quavers, the little music notes here in the top right hand corner of the screen. Click on that one there and it will open up my loops. Now I've already got drums and I've already got a kind of riff, so I'd really like to add in some bass here. So I'm going to press bass on this little thing just here. And then there are some various different styles. If you want it to be a really hip-hoppy thing, if you click hip-hop, then that will give you some that are specifically designed for this genre. And there's loads of different stuff here. If you click on the little play button, you can hear what they sound like. Some of them are a bit more kind of heavy and synthy than others. Some of them are just really, really low, like the sub type basses as well. Particularly these 808 ones are nice and low. You need to have headphones on to hear those properly. So find a bass that you like and try dragging it on. I might go for one of those big sub basses here. All right, and now I'm going to click and drag it to put it on my song, and I'm going to drag it into a new track just here. And then the next step is really just like listen and see, does that work? Not all of them are going to fit with your ideas that you've had so far. So let's have a listen and see if it does work. Yeah, that kind of works. I don't know, I think it could work a little bit better. So I'm going to try one more. Let's try this different one here and see if that sounds even better. Oops. It's got kind of longer notes in it. I quite like the sound of that. So there we go. I've added a bass sound. And again, I can go to the top right hand corner and loop it. And then we can continue and see what other sounds we want to add on there as well. I've had bass. Let's try something else. Maybe let's try something like another synthesizer sound in there. So I'm going to press synthesizers. I could just start clicking away and have a listen. I could choose hip hop to get some really genre specific ones. Let's see what they've got. Quite like that one. I'm going to drag it on. So let's drag it on and see if it works with what I've got. Here we go. Oops. Yeah, I think that sort of works. Now, as you can probably tell, it's sounding quite busy. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So I'm going to want to change the volumes of some of these things. There are some volume controls just here on the actual tracks themselves. So I think that synth could work, but I think it needs to be quite a bit quieter. So I'm going to turn it down so it's a bit more in the background. And I'm going to make my little riff, my Vossi Bop riff, a bit louder. So it's like the main thing. Here we go. There we go. So you can continue adding things into your track until you've got a sound that you're really happy with. Try not to overload it. Usually just one bass is enough for a track. Usually a few different synthesizers can work. And if you have too much, it can sound a little bit too busy. So make sure you do something that's going to sound right for the track. If you've finished that and you've built up all of your loops, you can actually try thinking about another section. So let's say this is like the verse section. In the chorus section, you might have a different group of loops that go along with your drums as well. So you can experiment with that too. So that is how to add loops into your track.